So I actually have a very exciting day. Hello there, my friends. I hope you're having a beautiful damn day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world. So grateful that you're here. I have so many things on my to-do list to check off, but the ultimate goal here is to just have a beautiful, smooth, lovely paint night with some girlfriends that I've made. I want to talk a little bit about community and building friendship within this video because I actually struggled with that for quite some time. And now that I've moved to a new town, only 6 months ago, I think I've built more community, made more friends, and have more connections now than I have like since high school. So I'm just feeling so good in that. But to make this day run smooth, I want to check a lot off. And some of the things are not necessarily necessary, but they're things I need to get done anyways, because this whole adventure that me and Scott are about to go on April 18th, that's when our flight is. It's now, what day is today? It's the 9th. We're going in 9 days, which is so insane. We just have so much to do to get the apartment prepped and ready for a sublet to move in and then a long-term tenant to move in as well. I'm gonna do some yoga and let's chat some more.
All you want is belly rubs. I know, I get it.
I'm actually looking after my friend's dog for a few weeks. We have upstairs tenants. You hear any banging, thumping, yelling, screaming, all the things. They have 2 young boys. They're the cutest things, but it's just part of being that age. Anyways, this dog, this beautiful whiny boy here, his name is Whiskey, and my friend has gone back home to Australia to visit some family. So I've been looking after him for a couple weeks, and I'm gonna miss having you around. Okay, thank you, Whiskey. These are the ugliest socks that I could possibly wear in this video, but they are the most cozy socks. And why does that have to be the case? Why are the ugliest socks the most cozy? I don't think that they make cute, cozy socks.
God, feel like I'm always lazy. I wonder if God made me at half of the speed as she did with my friends and my peers, so my lens isn't clear and my future feels foggy and blurred. So yeah, I made this sorry ass beat just so that I could talk to you over your screen, and I could ask if you kept all your dreams or they washed away clean and left you jaded, tired, and abused by the daily cycle of motion we call our everyday life, and the rules and regulations that I played and tried.
Okay, so I need a really quick breakfast here because I am dawdling this morning. And we need to pick things up. We need to pick up the pace. That's what I meant to say. I'm actually just gonna mix some protein powder with some water and then pour that over some cereal. There you go. I don't have any fruit in the house. Fruit is just so freaking expensive where I live right now, and I just can't justify it to myself. Paying $9 for blueberries is just a bit crazy. So I have Cinnamon Toast cereal from Catalina Crunch, and I'm just gonna finish up the last of this berry mix. The Catalina Crunch cereal is absolutely delicious, but I was definitely a kid that liked soggy cereal. Hate me if you want to, but I really did like soggy cereal, and I still do. And the Catalina Crunch cereal doesn't really go soggy, which is a plus for the majority of people that don't like soggy cereal. But as a weirdo that I am, I do wish it went a little more soggy. As you can tell, this is not the way that this is supposed to be. It was already broken, but then I broke it more by accident. Part of me likes this, part of me doesn't. I like it because it's wood, but then I feel like it's not the right stain of wood for me to like fall in love with it. You know what I mean? So I picked this stuff up at the Home Depot last night, and it starts pink and then when it dries it goes white, which I think is like pretty cool. The fact that sometimes you don't really know when mud is fully dry, and then if you paint over it when it's not fully dry, then it just takes forever. Oh, this is scary. Why are these little plug things so hard to get out? Oh, yes! Part of me really wants to fill this hole, but the door just comes right in here every single time. So I feel like this hole will just be recreated in like 3 hours. So I would need to get like one of those little spring things for the back of the door, like on the baseboard, to not make this a thing anymore. Oh, whatever. Let's fill it and see what happens. See if my guesstimate of 3 hours is right. I was wiping the wall and hit the little soap dish off the wall. And it kind of just came loose like that, and I just decided to take it fully off the wall. Part of me doesn't know if I want to put it back on. I kind of like the idea of just having a soap dish here, because here you grab the soap and then you drag it across the counter and then you have to put it back, as in like if you have a soap dish here, it's just right here and there's very little transfer happening. It wasn't even 5 minutes. That's the mud from the hole. It's not like anyone's gonna shower in the shower this evening, but while we're here, we might as well do it. One tip I have if you have a bit of soap grime in your tub is to use baking soda and just sprinkle it everywhere for a little bit of grit to help the scrubbing process. This come off? I feel like this video is definitely going to motivate someone to start cleaning their house, because anytime I start watching a cleaning vlog, I immediately start tidying. Honestly, I did such a good job. I don't even need to sand that. So I bought a bit of paint because I don't think the landlords, when they put the baseboards in, painted them. They just put the baseboards in. So the ones in the bathroom look a little bit discolored because steam, and they're not being protected. So it's kind of hard to tell from a far view, but when you get closer, you see like there's like water stain almost. A little coat of paint will hopefully cover that up. Maybe this rug is the answer to the door slamming against the wall. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is an amazing platform that you can build your website from. You can share your message, sell your products, and run your entire business from Squarespace. Send out beautiful email campaigns that Squarespace will help you with. and you can schedule clients along with some other amazing benefits. If you'd like to try out Squarespace, then head to squarespace.com and choose one of their beautiful pre-made templates, change it up the way that you like, and when you're ready to launch that website, then you can head to squarespace.com/JuliaAyers to get 10% off of your first purchase of a domain or website. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Lunch is must needed leftover sushi because I do not feel like making it. Let's do some planting and talk about deep things. I think the reason that I had such a hard time making friends before was honestly just because I didn't prioritize it, and I really didn't know how to prioritize it. And what I mean by that is the way I grew up, I think, made it very difficult for me to form deep relationships with people. So although I would talk about deep things and I'd open up and share vulnerable things in some senses, the fact of actually being vulnerable and allowing myself to feel safe and trusting with another person has been really difficult for me, and still is at very many points. And I kind of have to remind myself that I am safe within myself. And although not everyone is technically quote unquote to be trusted in this world, does not mean that I cannot trust myself, or I shouldn't trust myself in building a beautiful life for myself. And the way I kind of recognized this and started going about my life in a more positive way when it comes to building relationships with people was actually to just say yes more often, and also moving to this tiny little town where I have a lot more in common with the majority of people is really cool. Like, everyone here loves nature, loves to spend time in nature, loves to, you know, do activities and explore and all of those great things. And I too love those things. And I'm excited to kind of bring more of like a spiritual level to a lot of the community that I have now, because although there's lots of like awesome adventures and exploring and physical activity and fun things in that nature. Whiskey, come here. Good boy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Can you stay over here, please? This is just dirt. Yep. So I started saying yes more often, and also inviting people to do things as well. And that's something I never really did, because I just thought, oh, like, I'm too busy and like, well, whatever, and I don't really have the energy, or just make excuses to not build relationships with people. But relationships are the most valuable thing in this world. Like, if you don't have anything, you can rely on your friends. And I personally like can't really rely on my family, but I can build family. And that is an amazing skill that I really want to learn and be more comfortable in. So I'm just trying to spread these out in the pot. That way they don't all just clump together and get root rot. Look at these roots! Literally just store-bought green onions that I put in water, and then the roots just started to form. So if you're having a hard time finding people to connect with and be friends with, just know that there are people out there for you. And just because someone can be your friend and is a good friend to have around doesn't mean that they're gonna have everything in common with you. I feel like sometimes we forget that a variety of people is so good to have in your life. So that way you can learn things from different types of people. So I have this hydroponic thing. It's from Click and Grow, and I honestly really love it. If you don't have any space to grow plants in your apartment, or you don't have proper lighting to grow anything, then these guys are really great because it has like a light. I'm gonna try to salvage a couple of these plants, like a basil and a sage maybe. That is so cool. So I stupidly forgot to get, oh my god, I'm caught on my hair thing, a tablecloth or a sheet. So I'm gonna run to the thrift store and see if I can find a queen size sheet to go over the table, so that way we're not painting right on the table. But I'm running out of time. I still have to make a dessert and a salad. Crunch time, guys. Okay, never mind. I'm turning around because it's Easter and nothing's open. So I found an old gray bed sheet that I don't really care about, so A+ for that. Eating a cookie, wiping the table down. Multitasking is crucial at this moment. So I'm just going to make a simple chocolate fudge type deal that I previously made in a video a long time ago, over a year ago. I'll link the video somewhere up here or down in the description box. It's literally just chocolate and cashew butter, and they end up so freaking delicious. I'm gonna switch it up and do a little bit of sunflower butter and cashew butter. I'll bring you along. About 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. I did a cup along with a few squares of chocolate. Half cup of sunflower seed butter. Not a huge kitchen. Onion and garlic. Salt, black pepper. Tomato sauce.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. The corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine.
Oh, there, my beautiful friends. I just finished editing the video that you just watched, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If you could please hit the like button and the subscribe button, it would truly help my channel out, and I'm so very excited to share the content that I'm about to post very shortly. I am in an airport with Scott. Say hi, Scott. And we are on our way to Madrid right now. I cannot wait to share my adventures of Europe with you. And yeah, I'd really appreciate if you followed along. Sending you all my love and all my light. And I'll see you again so very soon. Mwah!